Good morning, Columbus. Welcome to another edition of An Artist Touch here on Facebook. I hope you have time to join us and get your art on. It's a good, relaxing thing to do. Kind of helps me de-stress from the week and think about everything that I have to do for the weekend. Get myself prepared. It's important to do that mental changeover so that way it doesn't disrupt your weekend. So today we're going to do some abstract art. Now, if you know anything about abstract art, you know it's out there. And what we're going to do today is something I saw earlier in the week on something completely unrelated. I've got a little round container. I've got a square with rounded edge. Actually, the whole thing's rounded. And then I got a larger circle and a ruler. So first thing you want to do is make sure your pencil's sharpened, which I've already done that. Let's see. I get my firmer one, and I'm going to start off with my large circle, and I'm just going to trace it. I'll put it upside down so I can do it better. And you're just going to trace it. Trace a nice circle in the middle of your paper. Yep. Okay. I'm going to take my other circle and I'm going to place it kind of a little bit overlapping, but kind of off to one of the sides. So it looks like that. I know it kind of looks like a Mickey Mouse here. Then I'm going to take my other shape and I'm going to trace that. Where did my pencil go? Make sure that it's overlapping the large circle. There. Let's see, I've got it down there. Now, I might just go, I'm going to trace a couple more times. I'm going to bring back my big circle. Oh, that'll look neat. Trace that there. I might trace another big circle over here. It doesn't matter how many times you trace it. If you don't want to trace it again, that's fine. Get my lid. But you always want to make sure that your shapes are overlapping. And I'll explain that in a minute. This is kind of hard because I'm a very OCD person when it comes to designs and stuff. This harkens back to my days in architectural, where even my random designs had a pretty unique appearance, and it was not really random, but there was a pattern. That's the word I'm looking for. Everything had a pattern, a design, so to say. So this is me going outside my comfort zone. See, I got a whole bunch of overlapping designs. Now I'm going to increase the difficulty a little bit, and I'm going to take my ruler and I'm going to add in just some lines. I'm going to try to strike some lines through some of the bigger ones, and you kind of want them to stay within the shapes. If you go outside the lines, it's okay. There's no judgment here. It's art. I'll just do another. We'll do this one a little bit so it's kind of a tangent. There's a math term for you. I got to watch my wife, or she was my girlfriend at the time, she had to do something like this for her art class in college, but she had to do it with oil paints, which for me, drives me nuts working with oil paints. But you know, if that's your thing, awesome. All right, trying to find a spot for my ruler. Okay, now as you see, I've got some lines, I've got some circles, some oddball looking squares, all overlapping, and it makes a bunch of little smaller shapes. Now what I'm going to do, I think because of the small spaces, I'm going to use my colored pencils to color in. But I'm going to use bright pastel colors. How about if I use my favorite color, orange, first? I'm going to sharpen it up a little bit. Of course, the lead breaks. You know, that happens a lot. Sometimes you can tell when you're sharpening it and you hear that little extra click in there. It just takes a little bit. Oh, now there's a big chunk in there. There we go. Oh, let's see if it comes out. Oh, it's breaking again. Well, you know what? We're going to skip orange, and we're going to go somewhere different. How about, let's start with a pink. And just pick a shape and color it in. Cool thing about this is it kind of gives you, once you start layering in the different colors, gives you kind of a stained glass effect, which is nice. See, I've just colored, oh, there we go, trying to be the weatherman. Colored in one little square, or shape. Now I'm going to find another shape. And don't make them adjacent, because you want the different colors to kind of be on their own. You don't want like two pinks right next to each other. Let's see here. They can be in different shapes. This really does test one's brain. When you're trying to be different. See, I'm stalling because there's no pattern to it. Color one up here and then we'll switch colors. I'll show you before I switch, just so you can keep track of what I'm doing. And I'm concentrating so much on this, is everything else that I was worried about is just kind of melted into the background. It's a way I can focus on me. There we go. So I got 4 pink shapes colored. Time to switch it up. How about Robin's Egg Blue? Yeah, maybe I'll put it next to the pink. Yeah, this blue and pink, it kind of looks like one of those reveal things for somebody having a baby. I'm going to try to keep it the 4 shapes per color. It's really going to stretch my mind. So, we're making progress. Let's see what else we got. And we'll add in purple next. I'll put it next to the blue in the one spot. Maybe we'll keep a pattern right there. And then we'll branch it out from there. Just like we did with the blue. I'd love to hear some of your suggestions for colors. I would also love to see you guys submit some art. We've had just a couple submissions. I want to be able to showcase you guys' art some too. So I will post my email in the comment section, and I want you guys to email me pictures of your art. It could be days later. That's fine, we'll still post it. What do we do? Do a bigger one up here. And don't forget, you can move that pad of paper around to find a better angle. You don't always have to keep it in the same spot. It's not like it's on an easel or locked in anywhere. So if you need to turn your pad of paper to make it easier to color, then by all means. That's what I do. That's why you see me moving every now and then. There we go. That is our 3rd spot of purple. I need one more. Maybe we'll do it here. Try green next. So everything's starting to take shape, right? So how has your week been so far? What kind of struggles have you had? You know, a lot of us have been hearing a lot of stuff on the news lately. A lot of tragedy going on. How are you dealing with it? Are you struggling? Are you talking to somebody if you need to? You know, it's okay to talk about things that are bothering us, right? Do you have somebody that you can trust, that you can talk to? A certain member of staff, a clinician, a counselor even. How about your parents? You know? Even if you don't have any of those individuals, do you have a best friend that you know will listen to you and hear your troubles without judging you? It's important to have that kind of connection. color, one small spot right here. All right, moving on from green. Not everybody's favorite yellow because it never really shows up right, right? Right. It's coming along quite nicely, right? And yours is going to look different than mine. And that is all right. I always love it when my computer makes noises. I may have to sharpen my yellow here soon. Didn't realize to use so much of it. I got 2 down. Maybe it's because I'm coloring bigger spaces with the yellow. Let's see here. Continue on with our big space theme for the yellow. What colors are you guys choosing? Are you sticking with pastels? Are you going with a darker tone? All right. Definitely getting some color in there. You know what, let me try one more time with the orange because I really want some orange in there. Nope. Broke again. All right, what do we got here? I may have to branch out in the different colors. I'm not sure what color that is, but we're going to go for it. Kind of a pink. I don't know if I want it next to another pink. Let's see here. You know what? I'm going to switch up the medium, and I'm going to use one of my crayons because I want some orange in there. It's a little trickier. I might go outside my lines a little bit. But you know what? That's all right. I gave up being perfect years ago. Oh, that's not too bad. Can barely tell. Maybe I can color some bigger spaces with it. That way, maybe save the really fine, the small spaces for the colored pencils. And come back and fill them in later with something. Oop. I'm losing some of my edges on my crayon. There we go. this one orange too because it's big and I'm kind of hard to get into the smaller spots. You could probably do this all with some Crayola crayons too if you had those. It doesn't have to be pencils. Or you can use markers. I might have to borrow somebody's markers here at home next time. And we'll do something with markers. And that's something you can do once you're done coloring it all in, is go back and go over the lines with a black marker, like a Sharpie. Make sure you put something underneath your paper because it'll bleed through the paper. And it'll make it really, really pop. Maybe that's what I'll do before I post the picture. I might have to wait till I get back to the office on Monday, because I got a bunch of Sharpies there. So, yeah, orange. It's kind of popping. What else? Maybe something darker? How about... why not add a little gray? We'll color some of our small spaces gray. Just adds another layer to it all. There we go. Kind of be close together, but it's a small space. One more. Give me another small space. Okay. Done. All right. So, a few gray spaces in there. Now I've got to a point where I've got orange, red, and purple. And I need something that's not going to blend in right there. I think maybe a nice dark green would go very well there. Let me see what I got for a dark green. That was the pastel green I just used. Yeah. No, wait. It's weird because the color tip is darker than the actual color itself. Yeah, I guess it's darker. It's more of an evergreen, kinda. Looks like it's got some blue in it. Do you guys know the three primary colors? And do you know what I mean when I'm talking about three? No, what I mean when I'm talking about primary colors. Primary color is a color that you can't make by mixing anything else together. But you can take those three and make any color by combining them. They are red, blue, and yellow. Yeah, so no matter what you try to mix, you're not going to be able to make those three colors. So they are primary colors. What about secondary colors? Well, what does yellow and blue make? Green. What about sorry, I was looking at my next spot to color. Red and yellow. What does red and yellow make? Orange, right? And then red and blue. You're right, they make purple. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, done with that color. Let's see here. We'll get a. Let's do a darker blue. Ooh, that's a nice blue. So orange, purple, and green are secondary colors. And secondary colors with the primary colors, and you mix them all together, create all the other colors you would ever need to color with. It's amazing. We had to do that in art class in middle school. We had to create a color board, and we could only use red, yellow, and blue, and black. I might have had white too, because you can't really make. No, wait, we didn't have black. We did have white though, because you had to make brown. Brown was a very hard color to make. You had to mix a few different colors together. I did it, but I still, to the life of me, don't remember how I did it. We are almost out of time today, folks. I've really enjoyed coloring with you, learning something new, getting rid of our stress from the week. I hope you had fun. I look forward to your submissions. And please, if there is an art technique that you would like to explore, please send me a message. You can send it on the Goodwill community page, or you can use my email address when you are submitting your art and make a suggestion. If I don't know it, then I am going to research it and find out how to do it. I've been thinking about expanding outside of just hand drawing into doing other things, but to me this kind of relaxes me. So as you can see, I've got still a lot of work ahead of me, but I'm out of time for today. I'll get it finished up and I'll post it sometime during the week here. So I hope you had fun, learned something new. We'll see you next Friday. Bye now.